of collusion. That Senator Samantha-Jo takes a closer look at his findings on obstruction of justice.
Since the special counsel concluded his investigation a month ago, a key question remains. Why was his team unable to come to a conclusion on the question of obstruction of justice? And after looking at these 448 pages, the answer is not black and white.
The Deputy Attorney General and I concluded that the evidence developed by the special counsel is not sufficient.
Attorney General William Barr standing by the decision not to pursue obstruction of justice charges against him. Even though the redacted report's findings are complex. Investigators concluded if we had confidence after a thorough investigation of the facts that the president clearly did not commit obstruction of justice, we would so state. Based on the facts and the applicable legal standards, however, we are unable to reach that judgment. The issue complicated by two key factors. Under department practice, a sitting president cannot be indicted, and the commander-in-chief has a great deal of authority to give orders to officials.
And you see a real constitutional question, whether or not a sitting president can be indicted.
Investigators detailed multiple possible episodes in the report, like the president's statements encouraging then FBI Director James Comey to stop investigating former National Security Advisor Michael Flynn's ties to Russia, his call for former White House counsel Don McGahn to have the special counsel removed in the midst of the investigation, and his push for former Attorney General Jeff Sessions to get involved in the probe even though he recused himself.
Because those around him actually stop or don't do what the president says, they've actually, in a way, sort of protected him.
So whose call was it to make on the question of obstruction of justice? Barr believes it was his.
Special Counsel Mueller did not indicate that his purpose was to leave the decision to Congress.
But in the report, Mueller's team writes, we concluded that Congress has the authority to prohibit a president's corrupt use of his authority in order to protect the integrity of the administration of justice.
I think what you see is the Attorney General really trying to insert himself in as the decision maker, because the special counsel's regulations require the report go to him, but it still leaves that Congress can conduct their own investigation.
Democrats are calling on the special counsel to publicly testify to defend his decision, and Attorney General William Barr will appear before both judiciary committees in both chambers at the end of May. Reporting on Capitol Hill, Samantha-Jo, Spectrum News.